Okay, so I've put the motors on, and before I go out and fly them tomorrow and get them all dirty, just want to show you how smooth these are. Very surprised. And the red bottoms, for me, have typically been one of the smoothest motors that I've used without ever having to balance. I remember back in the days when we were using, like a year ago, we were using Cobra 2300 kV motors, and we had to, well, I balanced them because they were, they're pretty rough. They vibrated, and supposedly they're balanced from the factory, but I found they could always use a little bit of extra balancing. But when I started using the red bottoms, I found that I didn't have to do that, so it saved me some time, and they're just so smooth. So I took the red bottoms off, and before I took them off, I ran them up. And granted, they've got a few miles on them. I flew them a little bit, but this is my backup quad, so I actually didn't fly it too much. But compared to these, they sounded kind of rough. But like I said, they've been through mud and stuff, so I do remember that when they're new, they're very smooth. So let's power these up and check these out. Okay, I'm gonna connect to AOKFly. Go to the motors tab. I understand, I know what I'm doing. As soon as I plug in the battery, we're going to hear some beeping because my beeper is going to go crazy because my radio's not on, so we'll just have to ignore that. Okay, here we go. Just show one motor at a time. Motor 2, motor 3, and motor 4. And all of them at the same time. So, obviously, without any props on there, they're going to be pretty smooth, but seriously, I do remember when Cobras, I used to do that, and they weren't smooth at all. I mean, you could feel the arms vibrate, and you'd have to balance, but these are really smooth. I'm pleasantly surprised. The only thing that was a little bit weird, I soldered one motor number 1, and then I tested it, and I soldered it the exact same way the red bottom was soldered, except the motor was spinning in the other direction. So just out of the box, if you're replacing a setup with these, you have to be aware that the motor is going to spin the other way. So normally I don't cross motor 1 and 4, and I cross wires for motor 2 and 3, but on this one I had to do it the opposite way. So I had to go down and desolder it and then solder it back up with 2 of the wires crossed to get the motor to spin the other way. So but once I figured that out, luckily I only did one, found that out, then did all of them. So like I said, we'll test this tomorrow, but so far looking pretty good. I mean, you feel the weight, it's gonna be just a few grams heavier total, and I don't mean I can tell the difference, but I mean it's a little bit heavier than the ZMX setup that I have. So but I'm looking forward to trying these out.